All right, so in lesson 1A, you learned how to find the timeline and basically make your first project, how to go to a new tab in Google and download a couple of images to your Chromebook and then upload them to Wevideo, drag them down into the timeline. So now I actually do have a working video here. If I start at the beginning and push play over here where my screen is, you can see there's going to be about 10 seconds of Times Square. And then right about now, it's going to change over to the puppy. There he is, adorable as usual. And that's my video so far. Honestly, not that impressive. So we got to do some more things to kind of jazz this up. All right. First thing though, let's label this video. So up here in the top corner, right below the Wevideo sign where it says my video, I want you to put your name, Mr. Pat, period 1, video number 1. Okay. You might be making, well, you hopefully will be making more than one video. So there's my title up there, and that is going to be helpful. Okay. Another thing, if I didn't say in the first lesson 1A video is, for goodness sakes, use a mouse if you have one instead of the touchpad on your Chromebook. It'll make your life about 10 times easier when you're trying to drag and drop and move things. All right. So right now, I wanted to show you one more thing. This photo and this photo are kind of small, even though the cursor shows me it's 20 seconds here. Notice there's these scroller bars over here on the side. I'm going to scroll down, and there's a zoom bar down here, okay? So this is still 20 seconds, but when I grab this guy and move it over, it makes those images a lot bigger. It zooms in on them, which means if I was going to work on these and do something to them, it's a little easier to see when you're zoomed in versus when they're super tiny. If I zoom back out, it's kind of hard to work on it when it's only that big on my screen. Okay, so go ahead and play with these zoom buttons right now. Maybe even pause this video and just spend a minute and kind of zoom this, and then you get the scroller bar over here and you can move it back and forth and do stuff like that. You're going to be doing that all the time while you're editing your video. Okay. And so now the next step is for us to, instead of this video just starting with the full picture of Times Square, I'm going to click on that photo, and you can see down here there's a pencil, and then there's a line with a dot at either end. I'm going to click on that, and it's called opacity or opacity. I'm not sure which way it's pronounced. What I'm mostly worried about is this green line here. In fact, I am going to zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit on that green line. And if I put my pointer right here on the green line and make another dot, and then pull this one down, I have to make a dot and then get to the point. I got to get it right on the edge there where it turns into a pointer finger and pull that thing down. And I might even move this a little further over and move this a little further over. I'm grabbing that white dot and moving it. Okay. Now I'm going to start from the beginning, and I want you to watch the video up here. This is what's called fading in. As the video tracks along and this green line goes up, the photo is going to start out dark, and then slowly you're going to see all of it. And then as time goes by, it's going to fade out and disappear. So watch this and this at the same time. There it is. It's getting brighter. It's full brightness. And now when it hits this green line right about here, it's going to start darkening. And all of a sudden, there's the whole puppy. So what I want to do is the same thing to the puppy picture. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on this second line here that has the dots on the end until I get that green line. I could even go ahead and zoom a little more by clicking the plus sign and put my dot there. Move my cursor until I get my finger. Once again, if you're trying to do this with a touchpad, good luck, buddy. A mouse is definitely a much easier way of doing it. So watch this. Here's the fading out of the New York Times, Times Square picture. It's going to fade out over here, get dark, and then the puppy's going to get brighter until you see the whole puppy picture. And then as we get to this green line here that fades down, it's going to fade away the puppy. All right. So the two things I want you to do for this lesson are to put the title on your project, right? Your name, your period number, video number 1. And I want you to go ahead and play with the zooming feature. So I guess it's 3 things, because when you play with the zooming feature, I then want you to do the fading in and out, which is this green line here.